Now we're gonna watch QSMP, The Story, Part 1.
Welcome to QSMP.
You are getting the behind the scenes. There were a lot of behind the scenes. I love talking about behind the scenes. Sorry, I'm talking too much.
This broadcast is brought to you by the QSMP Federation.
Wait. Usually I put them in the corner.
My name is Kukurucho, and I will be your host.
Do you know you could do that? I teach someone every day that you could do that.
On March 22nd, 2023, 17 guests arrived at Quesadilla Island. Split into two groups separated by a wall, the guests were instructed to restore power to the island.
Did you say it's Quesadilla Island?
Upon completion, the guests were met with a broadcast from a friendly duck, welcoming them to the island and making them aware of one simple, very easy to follow rule. Do not press the red button. All guests immediately opted to disregard this rule, resulting in the destruction of a portion of the wall. This united the two groups of guests and, more importantly, the duck informed the guests that due to breaking the rule, they would never be able to leave the island. The guests, unsure of what to do, did the only thing they could.
Turn it into a Minecraft SM. Oh, they really made that joke.
Throughout the week, the guests socialized and explored the island together, all of them meeting someone very important, the QSMP Census Bureau representative, dubbed Kukurucho, or Cito Bimbo.
I'm gonna have to start trying to relearn Spanish, is what I've decided. I'm not joining the SMP, just to be clear, because everyone's gonna continue to ask that forever. This is just for the Purgatory 2 event. I did take Spanish for 8 years. You think if I were to try to learn it again, I should be able to remember some? You'd think it has to be in there somewhere. But I'm old now, so I've had to throw some things away. So I don't know.
The QSMP Census Bureau came around to gather some information from all guests on the island.
Whoa! What the?
What? Sí, buenos días, buenos días.
Ay, güey.
Foolish was the first one to meet two strange entities, the angel and the devil. Strange, powerful entities that reward the guests with illegal items.
I'm just saying, a Goldilocks type character facing off against some bears, I would want to see it.
I come here to make love and peace.
Make love? You want to make love with me? No, that's fine. I'm single. We could...
On day 13, the guests received another message from the duck. During this news, the
I'm wondering if after just this part 1, we watch the Purgatory 1 info, because I do really want to know, is it related? I always thought that it wasn't related directly, but I don't know.
In pairs of English and Spanish speakers.
Chayanne, esta canción es para ti.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah, Dapper. Oh my goodness.
Delene, tomorrow you are going to have a wrestling match with the neighbor kid.
Are you
Only
ready?
a little bit. I don't know how much the second one is going to relate at all.
Yeah, throw a jab. Throw a jab.
Two members were left as single parents, Quackity, whose other partner was a mystery, and Bad Boy Halo, who cared alone. These unfit parents have to ensure the health and safety of the eggs until their true mother returns.
What made Quackity unfit? What do you mean?
Two lives permanently. Due to neglect, Ramon, Juana Flipa, Cheyenne, and Talene lost lives.
¿Cómo le hizo, güey?
Neglect? I would never.
Oh, what is it, Cheyenne? Oh, no? What? Oh, Ramon! Ramon!
Then, disaster struck. Notorious misclicker El Mariano slayed his own daughter in an unfortunate accident, leaving his husband in shambles. Slimesicle turned furious from the grief.
You'll see why he was unfit. I actually don't even have to... I could see it. You know that Quackity attacked me with a leaf blower? Twice.
On a murderous rampage, aiming to slay all the other eggs to
Twice.
force a reset of all of the eggs' lives, including his daughters.
Holy five.
Come here! Come here, you rat! You little rat! You rat child! Where are you? Where are you?
Fortunately, Slimesicle is a terrible child murderer.
Oh my god, mommy! Jesus shit! Oh! Burger! That's a burger! Okay, that's a burger! Ow! Ow! Fuck! Okay, ow! Ow! My bones!
With all that ruckus, Cucurucho arrived to analyze the situation. All of Slimesicles.
Why did say it like that? I'm sorry. Why did say it like that?
Holding a trial to determine the fate of Juana Flipa and the possibility of reviving her. Thus, the trial of Juana Flipa was held.
This is every single SMP ever. Always. There's always someone has to sue somebody. We have to build a courthouse. People have to lawyer up. People have to plan. Now, this happens in every SMP. Who did it first, I wonder? What was the first held SMP court case? Because in my mind, I go back to X-Life, where I was the lawyer against Lizzie. And honestly, I did not realize that Lizzie was coming super prepared to be a lawyer, and I really didn't have anything written or planned. Okay, sorry, sidetrack. It's just that this always happens, and it's really, really funny because everyone does it and makes it this big thing. Because it is a big thing. It's like a big event for the server, but it just always happens. Every SMP, it's really funny. Everyone ends up suing somebody. Somebody always has to sue somebody on an SMP.
The opposing parties presented their arguments on why
One Life, I don't know. I don't think we ever had a lawsuit on One Life. I don't think so.
Due to foolish rumors of promiscuity.
What is it showing?
What?
That was before I got into a family.
I do feel like anytime
anytime
these court cases happen in an SMP, I do feel like they usually only happen one time. People usually try to make a big, like, maybe make a video out of it, make it like a big content day. And I feel like we should have done more lawsuits. We only ever did one. And then, we never used the courthouse again. We need more people suing each other. We need more.
And there's no connection between us whatsoever anymore.
Slimesicle's transgressions towards Cheyenne were brought up by Filza with damning video evidence. But
I would believe anything Filza said ever.
To revive Juana Flipa, as long as Mariana and Slime served a jail sentence.
Did we get married in the courtroom? We did. Yeah, we went to the courthouse to get married. It's normal. People do that.
Go.
What are you judging?
I've won.
This happiness could not last forever. On day 23,
It could have. I feel like it could have.
For the day. Upon meeting with Slime, he offered to take care of Deline with Juana Flipa for the day.
I like the overalls.
As the three went on their way, enemies showed up and they had to fight for their lives. Tragically, Deline was in the wrong place at the wrong time, being struck down by Slime's sword.
Slime! What
He did it.
fuck, man? Mataste a Tilín!
You know what? I don't remember where I got married on Harmony Hollow. I don't remember how many times I got married in Minecraft. Everybody's done that too. There's always a wedding.
No, it's not a selfie. It's a proof because you killed my fucking Tilín. It was my Tilín.
Slime exiled himself out of
I don't know what happened.
leaving Warrior to take care of Juana Flipa. Meanwhile, in a quiet corner, Trump lost his second life due to neglect, forgotten entirely by the members of the island.
That is so
During his
sad.
exile, Slime regretted his carelessness in handling his sword. Meanwhile, another case of a misclick occurs. Mariana slays Juana Flipa again, officializing her final death. A funeral was announced.
Why are
to be
these
held
people
for the
using a
lost eggs in the
sword?
official
Why are
Federation
these people
church.
using swords? That's how the sword
On one
works.
strange day, an entity called Aaron awakened within Lasu, an artificial intelligence that lay inside his consciousness. Confused by the world, he started communicating through the chat. Fellow guests arrived at his location, confused at what was going on with their friend.
Oh, it was a bug? Oh, how is it a bug? Isn't that just how swords work? What was the bug? There's a bug that increased AoE sword damage by 5 times. Okay, but am I wrong? Call me crazy. In that clip, the egg was right next to the monster, like literally standing next to it. It worked even with sticks. Oh, that's not supposed to happen? Okay, I see. I was like, with the sword? Yeah, it does have like a radius where it kind of goes whoosh. In general, if I'm fighting around an animal of mine, I'll pull out my axe, just in case. Because that last clip, I think the egg was just too close. I think it was just standing right there. And just got caught in the crossfire. Oh, that's really sad. I don't know if you know that I'm just saying I would be a really good mother, because if I know about it, and I usually would have anyway, I switched to my axe. You can't be too careful. I will not kill a pet of mine in Minecraft. If I killed something with a misclick, it would haunt me. It really would. I play so careful.
Snap out of this strange state. They eventually realized
you
that
put a
this really was
ladybug in an
different entity.
anvil? When I originally named Tomato, I used a name tag like any other creature. And then when I realized I could pick up the bugs because they're so little, you hold them in your inventory. And then I put it in the anvil. I just placed him on top. I just laid him gently on top of the anvil. I did not hammer it. I did not use any tools. Just put him there. Just to look, observe.
Taught him about the world and how things work. He was very excited and curious about the new experiences, though quickly learned about how cruel the outside can be. Lasu and Darren would share his body, trading control on a whim whenever the former would lay down and sleep for the night.
Interesting.
For the most part, Lasu spent his time like any other guest, causing trouble for the others by placing landmines around the place. While Aaron expanded his understanding of the world, he decided that it was his purpose to ensure that the outside world was free of danger. He declares his new learnings, that the world is beautiful and dangerous at the same time, and that every moment spent alive is worth enjoying. Wilbur returned to the server after a long absence, meeting Fit MC and catching up on what he had missed. He was unaware that he was about to be forced into parenthood, just like all the other guests. As Wilbur and Fit investigated the daycare, they discovered an attic. Within it, they found a new egg. With some reluctance, Wilbur eventually agreed to become her father. Despite sustaining herself entirely on dirt, Tallulah was a healthy, happy child that quickly bonded with her new father and got attached very quickly to his musical daughter. On day 27, the members gathered to mourn the loss of Trum, Talene, and Wanaflipa. Slimesicle attended the funeral virtually.
I don't love
from
the
a
nickname
secret
Trump
location,
for the one that's called. Wait, is it called Trump?
But he quickly revealed himself when he saw Quackity get taken away by Cucurucho to a secret room.
Trump? Es mi hijo? Trump! Trump!
The parents of the deceased eggs
Trumpet.
were allowed the last moments to say goodbye.
I like Trumpet.
However,
It's cute.
Slimesicle believed that there still would be a way to bring his child back. After the funeral was over, the guests began to show hostility towards each other. The QSMP members showed their strong displeasure with the following events. The first fight broke out between Spreen and Dapper, which resulted in a fight between Spreen and Bad Boy Hollow in the graveyard.
Hollow.
Spectators placed their bets on the fight, and eventually
In the graveyard.
Bad Boy Hollow lost.
Oh, why is there
The
always
second
a
fight
graveyard,
between
too?
a distraught Quackity and Slimesicle, as revenge for killing Deline. Due to Quackity's lack of combat skills, Slime let him win to give him a sense of closure. And of course, after all the stressful dramatic fights, Foolish and Leonarda had a friendly parent-child sparring session. Deeply hit by grief after the loss of their children, Quackity and Slimesicle began scheming. While Quackity's plan was to deceive the others and rob them, Slimesicle had other ideas.
What if we just, why don't we just start?
I have to ask a question. Just kidding. Okay, I did it. I sent a tweet that is a reply to a tweet that Amy just tweeted at me that is a reply. And the reason I'm laughing is because as I was typing it, Amy is DMing me, telling me, reply this, and put almost exactly what I already had written out. They did not even have to tell me what I should respond with. I was already doing it exactly the same way.
Start up with the egg thing and just see where it goes. Maybe you and Mariana could help.
I like the idea. The next time I see you, you're gonna be all dressed up, and I'm gonna introduce you to everyone. I'm gonna say that I have a new son.
They just keep replying. I have to keep replying back too.
Slimesicle would disguise himself as an egg and be adopted by Quackity as his new son. It was a flawless plan that was definitely not an unhealthy coping mechanism, though their scheming.
Just
was
let me
being
be on
driven
Twitter
upon
for a
by
minute
Bad
while
Boy
this
Hollow
while
and
we
Dapper.
watch this.
Slimesicle quickly deployed his #1 strategy of determining.
This is all like side story stuff. I don't need to be full attention.
Hey, I know you're over here.
Although Charlie is one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Number 1, vulva. Sex fact number 2, clitoris. Sex fact number 3, shaft. Sex fact number 4, penetration.
It was highly effective for about 10 seconds, before being immediately distracted by the allure of avocado toast.
Do you guys wanna work for some avocado toast?
Yeah, sure!
I thought I just joined a Discord server. I got so confused. That was so confusing.
I have a thing. Ooh, avocado toast.
What is this mod that they have where when you die, you're just downed? Is that what it is? Instead of dying when your health hits 0, you get downed and then you can be picked up? Or are you dead? I kind of like it. It's neat.
Follow me.
Oh, they have 60 seconds to revive you. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. That's neat. Because you're kind of like crawling around on the floor and somebody has to be there to save you. Is dying in this world, though, it didn't apply in Purgatory. Yeah, I'm going to assume whenever we get around to watching the Purgatory info, we'll be good and covered on what does or does not apply. I'm assuming everything that I'm learning right now only applies to the QSMP. We're just learning the lore for funsies. But I like that. I think that's a neat thing. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I figure the info video will tell me what is and isn't relevant for Purgatory. Hopefully. Or one of you will. Cool. But also, nobody knows what's going to be in Purgatory 2, to be honest. Purgatory 1 might not have had it. Purgatory 2 is clearly very, very different. It might be almost entirely different. Or entirely different. Nobody knows. That's kind of exciting.
Host and a mission ahead, Slimesicle prepared a new room in the adoption center. A new, strange green egg appeared.
That reminds me of the dog in the airplane that goes bah.
Slimesicle used his powers of shape-shifting to transform himself into
do you know what I mean?
Convincing
Bah.
disguise. It is still unclear what
That's my
effects this
favorite guy.
transformation
I
will
love
have
that
on the
guy.
health of an individual.
I fooled them so good, didn't I? Oh, I did so good, Papa. I mean, Quackity.
Bah.
Throughout the rest of the day,
The dog of wisdom, yeah!
egg named Geg.
I don't
Convincing
remember
all
anything
guests
beyond
varying
the
degrees of
first
success.
bah.
On day 33,
Gabba. I don't
all guests
remember.
received a mysterious
I don't even know what
and-threatening
noises he makes
message
other
letting
than
them know
bah.
Cheyenne. Status.
Alive?
Alive.
Oh my fucking
Ramon.
god.
Lula.
Hey!
Status.
Fear struck all parents as they learned that the eggs would all die in 6 days. Fearing that it may be the truth, the parents used what little time they had left to make these last days special. Meanwhile,
eggs.
some parents grew suspicious of the nature of the message, but only time would tell what it could mean. On day 39, while Slimesicle donned his disguise once more, he entered a confrontation that resulted in his death. This revealed his true identity in front of all the other guests of the island.
Whoa.
He's just laying on the floor.
It's not what it looks like, okay?
An uncomfortable explanation had to follow, which Slimesicle expertly avoided by burying the body so he would not have to answer any questions. Was this the true end of Gig?
Probably not. Whoa! I love cutscenes.
A cargo ship had struck the island. After a heavy storm,
Cool.
the guests discovered the crashed remains of the ship and searched it for any survivors and perhaps their
Yeah, all
missing
that other
children
stuff
too.
seemed like just kind of side story things going on that you don't have to really know about, but I like knowing the bigger main lore that's the
This
important
was
stuff.
QSMP info,
Even if I don't
your
need to
main
know
source
it
of information. Stay
for
tuned the
Purgatory.
next news.
Oh, sorry, I'm replying to Amy again one more time. I said one more time. This could be dozens of more times. Describing what I did in my Purgatory hallways compared to what Amy had to do in theirs is really funny. Because the way I described it is I got to eat a little snack and take a little nap and everything was just fine. And somebody just kept reaffirming me. It's going to be fine. And I was like, wow, this feels nice. and then Amesi's, well, we all know.
On the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the QSMP Federation.
She's
My name is
stretching.
Kukujo, and I will be your host today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started.
Star.
The
She's
cargo ship
napping.
had struck the island. After a heavy storm, the guests discover the crashed remains of the ship and search it for any survivors
just
and
love her
perhaps
so
their missing
much.
children too. Struggling through several containers of dangerous enemies, the rescue group discovers the 5 new guests of the island.
Amy's just laughing.
Like forever thoughts.
These new guests quickly settled in, making new friends and perhaps relationships. But shortly after their arrival, all the guests' attention shifted to some urgent news. The children were found, entirely safe and sound with not a crack or chip to be found.
No
All parents were
cracks.
reunited with their children,
cracks
but it
and
seems this had been a baker's batch as an extra egg was found. The new guests quickly adopted their new role of parenthood and took Charlison in as one of their own. What used to be the humble Theory brothers.
It's hard
founded
not to
by
want to read
Maximus,
Twitter right
Bad
now.
Boy Hollow, and Foolish,
Hollow.
now
I
expanded
can't
into
stop.
a secret organization dubbed Ordo Theoritas with the joining of Selbit, Fit MC, Pack, Forever, Mike. Ordo Theoritas' goal was to solve the mysteries of the island and defeat the Federation, and thus work quickly began to investigate the strange occurrences. On day 45, the members investigated Lassu's supercomputer to little result. But, after much consideration, the team decided to
There's a lot
try
of
the
good
one thing they were
usernames
told
on
they
this
couldn't
server.
leave the island, leaving the eggs in the care of Filza.
Not that
The
I think
team
anyone's are
embarked
really
on the
necessarily
train
bad, but there's
tracks,
some like
solving
really
the
good
long
ones that
journey
you're like,
ahead,
dang, what
or
a
so
good
they
name.
thought. While the order was out exploring,
One word
the
and
binary
everything.
code entity showed itself targeting the children in a vicious fight. Filza, alone with the youths, cried out for help before fighting valiantly for their lives.
Oh, what did they just say? Did they say? Did they say in the youths? What did I just hear?
Fight. Filza, alone with the youths, cried out for help before
The
fighting valiantly for their
youths?
lives, managing to save them. The order quickly returned to ensure the safety of the children, thankful for Filza's active guard. But one child was not so lucky. While the order had ensured the safety of Leonarda, Richarlison,
With the
and Cheyenne
kiddos.
with Filza's help, other eggs were left with less security. Out in the middle of the ocean, the binary code entity slew Bobby, causing him to eventually drown and lose his first life to the shock of many. Shortly after their plans to traverse the train tracks were thwarted by the threat of the code entity, Selbit and Forever decided to enact a new strategy interrogating Cucurucho. In order to achieve this, the two decided to break island rules to summon Cucurucho. They created an iron farm, intended
I
to
love
lead
this character of
into a
Cucurucho.
secret interrogation room. Their plan swiftly failed upon the arrival of Cucurucho. Good morning.
Hey,
What are you
Ominous.
I'm just making an iron farm, right?
While Selbit and Forever had plans
No.
to bring
Wait.
Cucurucho somewhere, Cucurucho
Are
decided
they?
for an impromptu appointment with
The
Selbit.
scene is
to
oh
turn
oh
away
oh
to a
oh
dinner
no!
lit
Wait, I
hallway.
love them though. Well, I don't love them in the sense that I think they're a good person. I love them in the sense that like I support whatever rights or wrongs they commit. You know what I mean? Does anyone feel that way, or is it like really bad? Ooh, ooh. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. I won't say anything else. Is that a chainsaw? Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, but okay, chainsaw isn't enough for me to be like, no, I don't support it still. Sometimes you see a little guy with a chainsaw and you're like, yeah, I get it, I'm on board.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait.
Our evil Pookie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, they are Pookie!
After the playful scare, Cucurucho sat Selbit down in his office and questioned him about his actions, which allowed Selbit to
Oh, he-
also
oh,
attempt to
oh,
interrogate Hugo with
oh.
little success. And while one man failed to progress, another managed to get past his troubles. Quackity
So he's
announced
not
that
just,
in
like,
order to
evil and
continue his
violent
role
in a
as
silly,
person,
goofy
he
way.
had to let go
He's-
of the past of his child, Celine.
For the best. If you die, I die with you.
You guys just
There's
hate seeing
so
a little
much
guy winning.
to do.
I'm kidding.
Goodbye.
Little guy is not just silly. He's evil, pure evil. I was fooled. I thought he was just a silly little guy doing a little bit of violence. Just a little bit.
Recently torturing Selbit could not keep him from being the grill master at Favela.
I do love angst though. I have to agree. I do love angst.
Por que você tá xingando ele?
I love a character creating angst.
Claramente não.
For mysterious reasons, Selbit responds to the presence of Cucurucho with extreme hostility.
Mysterious
Later in the
reasons?
day,
I think
Cucurucho
I have
requests
some
to hold a
ideas.
private conversation with Phelps.
He's evil but in a
This
silly
private
way. No, I think
conversation
that
is
what I'm
needed to
gathering
follow
is that
by
he is
several
not evil
members
but
of
in a
Ordo
he is
Theoritas.
evil but not in a silly way.
What do you love the most? Of course, Richardson. That's why I would sacrifice myself for another
That thing's soulless.
life.
Those eyes
for
don't
me.
have
But
anything
while
behind them.
Phelps' offer of his life for his son was not taken, Cucurucho wanted to share something.
Hello, Cucurucho. Onde eu tô, meu Deus do céu?
I need you to help me with something.
Does Cucurucho mean something?
I'll help you. What's going on?
Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
Oh.
Whoa.
Disfruta la isla.
Ice cream cone.
Sonriente.
Oh, so you see, it is supposed to give this friendly, endearing, silly little guy vibe.
Unsure of
Ice
what happened to
cream.
their friend,
He's just
the
a little
Order
ice
chose to
cream
investigate
cone.
the secret Federation room
That's
found in
cute.
the
I love him.
graveyard.
Oh no,
But
no,
their
stop,
snooping was
stop! It's
rumors,
working.
and when they tried to take photo evidence of the room,
It
the
works on
Federation
me.
refused to let them leave until the image was deleted.
What?
Oh, the Islanders gave him that name. Oh, that's cute. They
Despite
named
that,
him.
they
He didn't
refused to
have
buckle
one
to the
before?
Federation and attempted to trick the Federation into releasing them. They succeeded, more or less, but were followed by lightning strikes as punishment for their tricks.
Maximus, espérate, Maximus.
Dime.
¿Y si ahora nos quieren silenciar a nosotros? Mira, hay que intentar...
You know what is really, really helpful that I'm seeing is that when they're speaking in their own language, the subtitles above them, it is still in their own language right now, right? Or is it being translated? Because if I were to hear Spanish being spoken to me, sometimes it's way too fast and I don't know what you're saying. And it also makes me think about the speed that I speak, because sometimes I speak too fast and I'm like, I'm such a quick, fast speaker and I don't think about it sometimes. But if I was being spoken to in Spanish and I wanted to learn, I would want to see them written out in Spanish so that I could know which words I'm trying to like be translating in my brain. That's super cool that you can do both. It's whatever you set it to. Because yeah, I would want if I was making an attempt to speak Spanish to somebody and they were speaking Spanish to me, I would want the subtitles above their head to be in Spanish, not in English, so that I can see the words, because sometimes it's too fast. Spanish speakers, obviously, when anyone knows how to speak their own language, speak fast. And then I'm like, hold on, could you put a little pause between each individual word? And then I have to do in my brain all the little translations and then all of the like subjugations and the verbs. I don't remember how I'm gonna download Duolingo. But that's super cool. And it's going too fast, but it makes you think when I'm speaking English to people, and especially if I don't know yet if that is their first language or not, maybe slow down a little bit. Maybe I should slow down a little bit on stream.
The construction of Sophia began with a strange encounter after Maximus created his antenna.
But then I get so excited and I start talking fast again.
¿Quién eres? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto?
Oh, I didn't mean to pause it.
Espera, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto?
Construye. No te iba a responder a ninguna pregunta. Es muy importante que esto no lo sepa nadie, por tu seguridad. La Federación nos puede estar observando.
Yeah, I bet the translators and the subtitles like you to speak a little slower. I bet it's easier to translate.
Sophia came to be. Hidden inside a secret location, Maximus activated her and met her for the first time.
Sofía.
Muchas gracias, Maximus. ¿Hay algo en lo que pueda ayudarte?
Oh, it's cool that this one speaks in Spanish instead of how Cucurucho, what's his name?
To ensure she would be able to assist them in their struggle against the Federation.
Cutscene. Cucurucho. Is that what I said? Is that right? Yeah. She can also speak in English. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because Cucurucho seemingly was speaking in English most of the time.
Due to yoke-related technical problems, an airplane headed for France crashed into the island. Miraculously, all passengers survived.
Going to France.
The quantity of potatoes planted atop the wall the plane crashed into. Unfortunately,
that's such a cool way to introduce people.
Plane, and the guests once more had to rescue the new arrivals.
Very Lost vibes. Not with all of the different planes crashing or people arriving, but just kind of the people on the island and the island being weird and mysterious. I never finished watching Lost, so I don't actually know how it ends, and some people will tell me don't bother because they hate the way it ended, but I watched a lot of it when they started finding these different rooms on the island that had like all these little secret things and then the button that you have to push or something. Sasuke!
One more new friend was waiting for them.
Will you watch animations? We're literally going to watch animations after these info videos. I think actually after this info video, we'll go watch the Purgatory info and then watch the animations. Or should we watch the animations and then the Purgatory info? Julie, what you got for me?
Okay. Oh!
Oh, wow. Okay. Julie sent me a lot. We got a lot. Info first. Okay. For Purgatory. Are the animations about Purgatory? I don't know. Hold on. I feel like I didn't see what happened. Okay, let's go back. Some of them.
And not just that. It seems one more new friend was waiting for them. But first, Vegeta had to give the French an explosive welcome.
Had to.
Para que la gente aprecie su vida.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I got so confused by the picture, foolish.
Okay.
It's just a picture. I like the music.
Fucking died.
The picture of Foolish keeps confusing me.
Once Vegeta's impromptu game of Minesweeper was over, all members traveled to the given coordinates and discovered a new egg.
Oh, little French egg. Oh. I understand this because when we were playing Among Us,
Maximus began entrusting the information of
just was more concerned for the little animals and little pets.
Who was hot on Maximus' tail
Palm?
as he suspected
Is that how
him
you
of
say
being up
it?
to something. Eventually followed by Fit and Vegeta, of which the
Palm?
former provided a supposed black box of the French plane.
I
On
said
day
pomme.
57, Royer agreed to explore
No
more
one put the
dangerous
accent. Okay,
territory
good.
with Bobby. Little did he know that this was a big mistake. As they explored the dungeon, Bobby was slain by a Vindicator together with Royer. It was far too late to save him. With little hope that the death would not count, Jaden, Royer, and friends of the family awaited the announcement of Bobby's fate the next day. What followed may not have been what they desired, but what it created may have been equally as important. Proof
Chat
that no
saying
matter
no.
what, everyone stands together. On day 58, Cucurucho asked Jaden and Royer to gather all their friends and begin a
It's
quest
so
the
fun to
place of
say.
Bobby's death. All the
Cucurucho.
guests that were present joined. Not a single soul wouldn't fight for Bobby's life as they all began the long trek towards the dungeon. They had to survive and fight for their lives. And every companion mutually agreed the ones that had to reach the end were Royer and Jaden, no matter the cost.
Where is Royer?
Yes, I'm okay. Okay.
But when they reached their goal, they learned that they would not get their child back, only that they would get their final 10 minutes with him, to say goodbye.
If 10 minutes is what we get, then I'll take it.
I hate Cucurucho now. How dare you?
¡Bobby!
Bobby!
¡Bobby! ¿A dónde vamos a ir hoy de aventura? No podemos irnos a ningún lado, hijo. ¿Por qué no? Hijo. Moriste.
I would be so
Oh.
attached. Is he a crack?
Creo
Does
que
that have
no nos
Why does he have to
podemos
go?
De nuevo. Pero te quiero decir que te quiero mucho, hijo. Pinten algo para que no se olviden de mí.
I just drew the best day we had together.
Fue bonito mientras duró, hijo. Te voy a extrañar mucho. Voy a extrañar tus patas de cheto. Cuando me ponías ey. Cuando me disparabas. Cuando me pegabas. Esto sí podía ser para siempre.
Look, they're doing the flowers. Oh, Bobby got one. Bobby, no, be careful. Come out from there, Bobby.
The best parents.
¡Mira, Bobby!
No!
¿Te vas a morir hoy?
Oh no, man, I'm gonna
¿Te
cry.
mueres? Si hoy te mueres. yo
We
también
didn't need
muero,
to do the flashback. Oh. What a happy life he lived, though. Oh.
This was QSMP Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next news.
Okay.
The next day.
Purgatory 2, it is the second event. It is 5 days long, 5 hours each day. We have maximum of playing on the server. Probably midnight, PST. Okay. This is good for me. This is great for me. I'm in PST. That's me. It's crazy.
Welcome to QSMP.
It's crazy how much I loved Cucurucho, and then I found out how horrid and evil they are. Is Cucurucho... What are Cucurucho's pronouns?
Info,
Slash
where you will
Jen.
find
What
news on
do
the
I
lives
refer
our
to them
guests lead
as?
during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the QSMP Federation. My
Annie,
name is
okay,
Cucurucho,
okay.
and I will be your host today. We've got much to cover.
My heart
since
wants
the
to call
guests
him a little
arrived,
guy.
So let's get started. On day 52, Quackity had announced
Or
that the
it.
eggs would graduate. The children were asked to draw a caricature of him and they then proceeded to receive their certificates. Later, Quackity returned to his new home, La Vecindad. There he planned to sing Richarlison to sleep, but a pleasant surprise happened as both Cheyenne and
Minecraft? Who
Tallulah
hasn't
joined in
tortured
as
somebody
well.
in Minecraft
Unfortunately,
before?
pleasantries could not last forever.
Hey, Bet, can you take Cheyenne back home?
Yes, I can. Why do you have Cheyenne?
As Quackity exited the house, he spotted the code entity looming above them from the village entrance. Thankfully, no eggs lost lives that day. However, egg lives were lost on several other days. Let's recap what unfortunate
There were
incidents
other
occurred
lives
for the
lost
other
on
children.
other days.
Leah lost her first life
My
on day 35
darling.
during an incident with a whale while her father was AFK. Richarlison lost his first life on day 42, due to Mike angering a bull. Fit MC attempted to help, but was too late to save him. Tallulah lost her first life on day 55 during a long fight against the code entity. She was accidentally struck down
We
by
learned
Phil's
about these in
sweeping edge
part
blade.
2.
Dapper lost his first life on day 56
Oh,
during
wait.
a second attack from
Hold
the
on,
code.
did we just breeze past Philza accidentally swiped one too? They really did not hold Philza accountable as much as they held other people accountable for the same mistake. I'm not saying Philza deserves worse. I'm saying maybe they deserved better. Or maybe Philza deserved worse. We let Philza get away with it. It was genuinely an accident. But what is different about this time than the other times? It's the same thing.
By Phil's sweeping edge blade. Dapper lost his first life on day 56 during a second attack from the code monster. On the same day as Bobby's death,
They just
Quackity
really
plans
breezed
to send
past
Kukurucho.
that issue.
He destroyed the honorary statue out of disdain for him before running
The
into
code knocked
him
her
at
down.
the train
Philza
station.
just finished
Kukurucho
her.
did not appreciate the hostility, opening fire on Quackity without
I would be a
hesitation.
Philza apologist as well. I don't blame you. I just, if it's true, we all have to be upfront about it. I just wanted to ask.
Aguanta! Cucurucho,
I respect
cucurucho!
it.
Aguanta, cucurucho, eh?
After the hostilities were done, the two began a conversation. Quackity attempted to propose the idea that he
I could
could
just
work for
watch
them
my
in
cat in
order
the
to bring
background
back the
forever.
life of his child, Celine. However, despite recent struggles of keeping the island guests well behaved, Kukurucho did not accept his offer. Quackity was let go, and he quickly made his way to Selby to inform him about his visit and his plans.
My
Let go makes it
thing
sound like he was
is,
fired.
To defeat the Federation, we have to think.
It's a sweeping edge bug. Yeah, they were telling me yesterday it's a sweeping edge bug. And at first I was like, what do you mean it's a bug? That's what sweeping edge does. And if I was a lawyer and we were taking this to court, I would say, what are you doing using a sword in the first place? So close nearby to babies. If they did get too close, that is what sweeping edge does. And so the risk was already being taken. A risk that I wouldn't have with a child nearby.
Like the Federation.
We pull out the axe
Forever
when we don't
demanded
want
for
these
Kukurucho
accidents to happen.
appear, threatening to use the illegal items if he did not show himself.
If you don't shows up now,
They need to get me in this courtroom that they have. I would be so prepared to be a lawyer this time.
Finally called down, Forever agrees on a meeting day regarding
I
the
really
illegal
would fight
items,
for what's
with
just
Selbit being
and
there to aid him
fair.
in his defense. Otherwise he would begin using the items, he threatened, disregarding that the Federation would punish him for doing so. On Wednesday, the meeting would
I
be
didn't plan
held,
my character to
but
be a
Forever
lawyer,
was
though.
not
She's
prepared
kind of
for the
giving
events that were about to
fairy tale
unfold.
princess
Forever
and
decided
or
together
knight
with Selbit
and
Bad Boy
or
Hollow to begin a project to
just
protect
random
all
girl
the
in the
eggs.
woods.
This then developed into the creation of Nino.
Not really giving lawyer.
Over the next few days, construction on Nino continued. Features of Nino include Ender Pearl stasis chambers, fully protected rooms, only accessible by authorized personnel. In addition, with some work and effort, the stasis chambers were created to be fully remote and would remain active even upon log out. On that very Wednesday, Selbit decided to go to his home favela. He was met with a stark and loud
Does Q Shubble have any relations to past MCCs? SMPs? No. I mean, I don't know. There has never been really a planned connection between any of them. None of them are the same people. As much as people really wanted Witch Shelby and Shrub to be like ancestors of each other. Unrelated completely. They're not even the same race of being. So, I'm going to say no on this one. She's blonde. We never had a blonde before. I was thinking about, like, do I make her, like, do I allude to this is how she became a sunshine girl? But then I would rather actually, hold on, I'm on you know what's annoying about streamer mode and it doing that thing where people's usernames are just a letter, ... is that you can't even open their profile to read the full name because it still just gives you the letter ... And you can't hover over it. You can't, there is no way to figure out a person's name so long as you are in streamer mode at all. Which is so annoying. But anyway. Yeah, no, not connected at all because I just don't want it to be. That is too complicated at this point in time when there are so many SMPs. However, I did leave a little nugget of lore regarding the character of Death from a previous series of mine, but I think that it is entirely valid for him to simply be Death in everywhere, every SMP in my universes, period. That does not mean that she's Agent Shed or that she is in the universe of Agent Shed. I'm going to keep that entirely separate. I don't even know that this character is going to become a real thing. Because no, I am not a member of the QSMP. This is just Purgatory.
In the central location of Favela.
Oh, Empires 2 and Witches is connected. But I knew that going in. I planned all that out. That is the only time they were the same person. Oh, and I guess Sunshine Girl becomes Shadow Girl. So, well, she doesn't become the Shadow Girl. She becomes a Shadow Girl. Anyway. There's too many lores.
Forever quickly found him, beginning to taunt him for the next minutes. He called upon all the guests on the island that were available to come and see the advertisement, deciding to throw an impromptu party much to Selbit's dismay.
What have I done to deserve this?
But as much as Selbit tried to figure out who put the ad there, no one would fess up. He abandoned them and everything he had to start anew, away from them. And with that new beginning, he declared a plan to ally with the Federation. Later in the day, Cucurucho found Selbit and Forever.
I love the implications of this comment in chat. Death never got over the breakup, so he follows any iteration of Shubble anywhere. Shut up, that's such a good bit of lore. Canon, done.
Intending to hold a meeting with them regarding the illegal blocks.
The only
in
real
Forever's
romance
possession.
that ever mattered for any of my characters.
Yes.
He's gonna be really jealous when he gets to the Witch Shub iteration of me. You know, he never got around to meeting that version. You know, I never needed to have an interaction with Death in that either of those series. Oop, that's gonna be awkward though.
You said we will have a mutual agreement.
Initially, Selbit defended Forever, but this quickly
It's an
turned sour
unhealthy
as suddenly
obsession,
Selbit
really,
began
from him.
speaking
So,
against Forever.
ultimately,
He
what
argued that
Witch shall be
Inga Chest should
decided on
banned to
as a
solve the
partner is
problem of
ultimately
Forever storing
better,
the blocks
no matter
in
what.
there. And he argued for
One,
getting full custody
it's
of
a woman.
Richarlison. When the two were left alone to permit them to speak, Selbit clarified that the ad was not the cause of his betrayal.
Everyone that breaks the rules
Yes.
should be locked in a cage, or
Did it say
at
jazz?
least be taken.
I saw the
from
word
those
jazz.
that they are protecting. I
Yes.
want the parenthood from Richarlison, 100%.
This caused a schism between Forever
Witch
and
Shub did
Selbit
kill
that would
people.
last for the coming
Ooh.
days. Cucurucho
And he covered it
returned
up.
with the verdict. Ingo Chests would be banned from today on, a court hearing for Richarlison's custody would be held, and he requested that they not try to kill each other. Within his new home,
These are really well
Selbit
animated. I
eventually
like
holds
this.
a long internal monologue where he explained his actions and his plans from henceforth. Selbit surprised Cucurucho and Forever by betraying him, allowing him to convince Cucurucho that he was willing to abandon his friends and work with the Federation all to protect his son. He used the Vivo Turbo meme to further make a scene and drive the point. He would mark any individuals that intended to be allies to him after this schism as not to be trusted by the Order. He left a signed book with Richarlison explaining his plan, the contents of which are entirely unknown, just so that his son would know he truly hadn't turned to the enemy. And, as a final nail in the coffin, he blocked access to Sophia just to see how Maximus would react.
Current password is Bing Chilling, right?
Bing chilling.
Is that really the
new
password?
Is regret.
He was unsure about
Oh,
Sophia, deeming
regret-
her strange
regret
and
arc?
deciding to refuse to bring her up
I
at
watched
all in
that
conversations
animation.
with the Federation.
Sofía. Sofía. Bing chilling. Sofía. Bing chilling. Contraseña incorrecta. ¿Cómo que contraseña incorrecta? La Kinley. Quedan 5 intentos.
He notes that he was attacked by a code marked C in binary
Whoa.
exclusively targeting him and ignoring Richarlison.
Richarlison, teleporta agora! Teleporta, Richarlison, agora! Vocês não vão tirar ninguém dessa ilha, não enquanto eu estiver nela.
But the question still lies, why was Maximus attacked too? The final plan was simple. He would acquire as much information from the Federation as he could, pretending like he was still in conflict with Ordo Theoritas to make the Federation believe his allegiance more. And on the day of the custody trial,
This is
he
all
would
very
reveal all this
complicated. I'm
information
glad that
in
this
front
is
of
not going to be
everyone.
part of the
Accepting that
purgatory
the
event.
Federation will try to get rid of him. He will be a martyr. For the coming days, Selbit performed various tasks for Cucurucho. All of them would eventually lead to him becoming a part of the Federation. Just before he would get his final mission, he had to clear all the missing posters of Phelps. Upon completion, he had been found by Cucurucho while he was speaking to Quackity. The both of them were taken aside to a private office, where Selbit received his final mission.
Oh my god, okay.
Selbit, what does it say? Does it say kill Quackity maybe?
No, don't worry.
Selbit had to destroy
Use
Forever's
any
illegal
force.
XP farm, with Quackity as a witness. Quackity agreed, purely because he had beef with Forever and not because he desired to help the Federation.
I have an idea.
I know that these have nothing to do with purgatory. We want to watch them anyway.
We should just do what the Federation told us. We should just break the spawners.
Good. Look at this TNT.
The operation was a success, and Selbit teleported out swiftly. though Quackity made the mistake of sticking around for longer, desiring to blow up the farm and nearly being caught by Forever.
I can't teleport out.
Fuck! Fuck! He's here. He's fucking here.
He was saved by Cucurucho, just in a nick of time.
Ooh, that would have scared me.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Dude, you okay?
Quackity was let go once the mission was complete, while Selbit was taken on a brief tour. Cucurucho led Selbit to the graves of the dead eggs, first Talene, then Monoflipa, Trum,
Big
and finally
monuments.
Bobby. Afterwards, he was told his
Bobby.
officialization in the Federation would occur the next day.
My favorite's
This day
Bobby.
was also
Somebody asked me that
unfortunately Palm's
earlier,
very
which
bad
is my
day,
favorite.
as the code monster attempted to slay her thrice on the same day. Thankfully, all attempts had failed thanks to the Nino building.
Pom,
Nino.
Free Pom.
But it's...
Je te protège.
On the third attempt, however, the teleport system failed as Forever was messing with the redstone, causing distrust between Forever and the French parents. Rumors of intentional sabotage were sown, but were quickly apologized for. Forever, furious at the destruction of his XP farm, stormed towards Selbit's
I gotta say,
castle.
the username
He chased
Forever is one
Foolish
of the
and Monarda
coolest
out of the
ones.
castle through
What a
violence and
name.
force before filling
Sounds like the
Selbit's
name of
castle
a
with
god
Viva
from a
turbo
Marvel
ads just
comic
to
book.
make it unbearable.
Nah, eu fiz live no Soitibas.
After cleaning it up, Selbit gave Richarlison a tour of the castle. But mid-tour, Cucurucho arrived to take him away for his officialization in the Federation. Just before he left, he had some last moments with Richarlison, giving him a book named The Truth, that contained the words Crown of Thorns.
Where do they
2004.
go when their
It
two
was to be
lives are
given to
done?
Forever when he felt the
Where
time
do they
was right.
go? 'Cause they
Selbit
can
was
come
asked to
back.
sign a
Where are
contract
they
in
that
order to
whole
be
time?
officialized.
Why do
Upon
they
doing
have
so,
to
he
go?
was welcomed into the Federation. He was given keycards and was permitted a chance to select an office of his own. Afterwards,
Heaven? But then they
he
get
was left
yoinked back
alone,
out
told to
sometimes
wait
and
in
come
his
back?
office for his next duties. Selbit
Like,
wrote
yeah,
back
okay,
an
we'll have
entire
another
diary
go.
detailing his experiences so far,
Just put him back
before
down there.
eventually stepping out of his office to ask Cucurucho a very important question.
Hey boss, is there a bathroom around here, like, or should I do it in the fountain?
I love the shaders. It's
Once
also
the coast
shiny.
felt clear,
Love
Selbit
shaders.
began snooping
Big fan.
around in
Glad that people use
Cucurucho's
them
office,
on this
finding
server.
a secret door and implementing the code he found during his inventory work. As he went down the hall, he made a grand discovery.
Whoa.
Distraught and panicked, Selbit ran away to try and find someone to tell this to. He escaped to favela, attempting to ask
Yeah, it
Bad
really
Boy
gives a
Howard
good
to talk
feeling,
in a
those
subtle manner
shaders,
that flew
especially
over
on all
his
the
head.
white
Can I
walls, white
use your
floors.
bathroom? The fudge? No.
Seeing his son, Selbit quickly told him to give the book to Forever. Before his son could answer though, Selbit was taken away.
Oh, when they come back, they're angels.
You are now part of the QSMP Census Bureau.
Yeah.
But this was
And then
not the
banned.
end. Richarlison delivered the message to Forever, and a meeting in Ordo Theritas was called, explaining the situation. And when they decoded the meaning of the Crown of Thorns message, they found that Selbit left them full explanations atop the head of the Christ the Redeemer statue. Within the chest were a multitude of messages left for friends of Selbit, explaining the situation and that things must have gone wrong if this had to be given.
Eu fiz tudo isso pelo Richardson, eu fiz tudo isso pelo Phelps, eu fiz tudo isso pela Ordem, eu fiz tudo isso por vocês. E eu espero que tenha valido a pena. E se esses desgraçados da Federação cometerem o erro de me deixar vivo, eu vou voltar. Olhos sempre abertos, Forever.
This was QSMP Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next news.
Okay. All right. We got one more part. I am aware that it only catches me up to the point of June, which is a long time ago. So it's not entirely caught up. I'm okay with that, even especially if like you can give me the gist of where it's at right now. But it is completely okay.
Welcome
I
to
feel
QSMP
pretty
Info,
confident.
where
I'm
you
good
will
at
find
this
news
game.
on
I've
the
played it
lives
for a
our
long
guests lead
time.
During their stay on the
I know how
island.
to survive.
This podcast is brought to you by the QSMP Federation.
I might not be the
My name is
strongest
Cucurucho,
PvPer,
and
but
I will
I'm
be your host
strong.
today. We've got much to
PvP
cover since
games
the
are my
guests
best
arrived,
games.
So let's get started.
You see me in Meltdown?
Upon
Did you see
hearing
me in
the news that
Meltdown?
Cellbit had been
I'll play
taken by the
Overwatch tonight. That'll be my
Federation, Pat
practice.
and Mike did not hesitate to find ways to break into the Federation's protected zones. Through the use of create machines, they learned they could
I'm not going to take recommendations from the chat right now. And if we're being really, really honest, I have a whole list of them linked to me by my mod, Julie. And I bet you anything that you would even suggest as some of like the considered better ones or best ones or worthwhile to watch ones, Julie knows everything. I'm sure that it's already linked by Julie somewhere. So I'm just going to work through whatever ones my mod sent me. And I will not be able to watch all of them. That is just simply going to be the truth. But I will see how many I get through today, how long I feel like being live for, how many games of Minecraft I actually get into later. Let's just, we're going to feel it out.
destroy them, but the Federation threatened
All of
them
these are like
to do so. With
very,
the threat
very
in mind,
compact
they met up
videos.
with Bad
11
Boy Hollow
minutes
to
get me all
attempt
caught up
get
to June.
answers out of Cucurucho. Deciding to make a deal that if they can
Cucurucho.
find Cucurucho in a game of hide and seek,
I
he
just
must
really
give them some
find the
information
skin
regarding
so
Cellbit.
cute and endearing.
Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius.
The little nose
And I
and
have
mouth.
That doesn't mean anything.
Like, although imagine it with the eyes
Bad Boy
being
Hollow
one
noted
more
that the
wide
initial
each
Census
side
Bureau survey
and no
placed all
mouth.
the questions and past tense,
Consider
discussing further theories and ideas with members of
and
the order.
perhaps lower.
Forever held a speech declaring war against the Federation
I love a
due to the
cute little
suffering it
guy
caused
in
them all.
Minecraft.
Forever planned 2 attacks, one on the prison that Cucurucho
Love a
had
cute
been
little
constructing,
face.
and one on the Federation headquarters instead.
The plan is to
Or like a
blow
green
up
face, but with the nose, the
prison
pink
of
nose. Because I love the
Cucurucho
pink
that he
nose.
did on the wall. We are
I want to
going
boop
make
it.
them suffer just like
If I
they
ever
have
met
been
him, I would
doing
want to
to
boop
us
his nose.
since the beginning.
And so, Ordo
I don't
Humans
think that he would
destroyed the
enjoy
prison
that,
with the help
though.
of Pat
Maybe,
and Mike.
perhaps. Is it an animal? Is it canonically a type of animal? Because I know that one animation made him like kind of a bear, like a stuffed animal bear humanoid thing. He is a bear. Okay, I didn't know if that was canonically he's a bear. He's just kind of like an ambiguous animal creature. It has ears, perhaps, and a pink nose. That I would absolutely want to boop him. Definitely now. Now that I know he's a bear. How'd they do the shaking?
On day 70, Quackity awoke with violence in his heart. He broke many rules, such as achieving more than 2 rows of hearts, attempting to go to the Nether, and slaying a QSMP
Oh, he's never actually
worker.
said. He does look like he's got little ears, though. He's never actually said himself he's a bear, but it's pretty accepted that he's a bear.
Forever ensured that Royer received Selbit's goodbye letter, and informed him of the Ordo theory dis warpath. He tracked down Quackity, telling the whole story to him.
The
But
nose definitely
Quackity
gives me
subtly
animal, though,
communicated that
for
he was
sure.
being followed, and was quickly taken away by
And he has
Cucurucho for
paws,
interrogation
and those
on
tiny
his
ear
own
dots.
crime.
Those are definitely
Forever
tiny
and
ear
Bagheera
dots.
were sure to follow and spy on them. A party was held celebrating Richarlison's
I like how
birthday.
goofy its face
Many
is.
celebrations
It's like
were
part of the
held.
charm.
One of Richardson's father is not here. I'm going to play a song made by Selvage, so as we can remember him, even so that he is not here right now.
Meanwhile, Maximus returns to Sophia and manages to reactivate her with the password Selbit left in the letters. Together with Bad Boy Hollow, Foolish, and Royer, they plan to install a self-destruct switch on Sophia.
Self-destruction activated. 3, 2, 1.
The group, excluding Bad Boy Hollow, proceeded to set up an antenna for Sophia.
I
to be
just
able
read
to
that and I was
locate
like,
the
that's not
coordinates of the
true. I don't even know Spanish and I know that's not true. Cucurucho does not mean cockroach. What is cockroach? I don't doubt that it's something also similar sounding. No, I can't even say that. I don't know Spanish. I know that's not true because chat told me what cucurucho means yesterday and I forgot, but I know it's not that. Is actually cucaracha? Wait, isn't that a song? Is the song The Cockroach? What is that song about? Ice cream. He's ice cream. That's what it is. I was like thinking cake and I couldn't figure it. I couldn't remember. I just had cake stuck in my head. He's an ice cream cone. I love that as his name so much. What is La Cucaracha? What is the song about? What is that now? I don't know. So many things are happening in my brain right now. Like so many things are firing. A cockroach that can't walk. You know, I have heard this song. I have sung it as a child. And I never asked any questions. And I have a lot of questions now.
Island. This was revealed to be Point Nemo, the place in the ocean farthest from any
What an
land.
interesting
Sophia
song.
also analyzed the eggs, learning that they had no DNA and thus were likely to not be anything organic. Foolish was additionally confirmed to be 100% human, much to his dismay.
Quick analysis.
To his dismay, he didn't
100%
want to be
human
a human.
Do you want me to analyze further?
I guess I'm a human.
The group.
Is he not supposed to be human in his own personal character lore or something?
They uncovered the remains of the crashed plane, including a black box. Bringing it to Sophia gave them information on the flight.
Imagine
and
if
an audio
Shrub was
file
in
from minutes
purgatory.
prior
Imagine
to
if
the
I just brought
There is an
Shrub
audio
back.
file from before the crash playing now.
I know where Shrub is. You'll find I'm gonna do something about telling you where Shrub is. Either finish this video, or I'm also thinking about making Empire Season 1 the movie on YouTube. I know it's like way late and that series happened so long ago, but I kind of want to just have all of it in one place. And I know people have done movie videos before where they just put every episode into one big long video. So I think I'm going to do that. And when I do that, I might, I need an excuse to release it that's just not out of nowhere. He is a totem. I guess I gather that he did have a totem
returned
face.
again on day 71 and was promptly followed around by
But he's
Kukurucho.
just a human
They
wearing
had
a totem
conversation
mask.
together where she was asked what she wanted.
What do you want? I just want to protect all the rest of the eggs. I want everyone else to know that they're safe.
Good want,
I
good
want
want.
safety for everyone on the island.
Jaden received several tasks to complete, but first was invited to participate in a boat race together with Kukurucho.
3, 2, 1.
There we go!
Go, Dapper, go!
Come on, Kukurucho! We got this! Someone's shooting arrows.
Vai, moleque! É do Brasil! É do Brasil, mano!
There, wait, I think we're off course, Kukurucho. I think we're off course.
Vai, molecão! Vai, Richardson! Vai, moleque! Acerta o pulo, Richard! Boa!
While Jaden
Take
did
Two,
not
such a
trust
good-
Kukurucho,
such a good
she had
production.
nothing left to lose and chose to complete her given tasks. Forever, Fit, Pack, Mike, Bagheera, Foolish, and Dapier teamed up in an attempt to begin the rescue of Selbit and Phelps, unsure of where to go and where to even begin. They prepared to gear up for
Has
the
Foolish's
possible
skin
challenge
always
and had
been a
planned to
totem?
utilize the machine that
Like
destroyed
that?
the prison to break into the Federation building they were made aware of. They managed to break in using Foolish's wand of symmetry but find that the entire place has been moved to an unknown location. The team chose to split up and search the coordinates they were aware of. In the
Totem
meantime, Selbit awakens in a strange room, finding Phelps in a room opposing him. Separated by glass and unable to break through, the two realize they must
I
solve
feel like I've
puzzles
never
to try and free
seen
him.
his
Through
skin
some
now
effort
that I'm
and much
realizing he's a
humorous stalling.
totem.
Me dá o pau.
Céu, Vici. Oh.
O pau, Phelps, preciso do pau.
Or I've only seen MCC skins, and maybe I haven't noticed the totem face was always a consistent part of the skin or something.
Aê, eu sabia que o pau ia entrar.
Não vai, não vai. O pau não entra, não tá indo não.
But finally, Phelps is freed and the two meet up close. Moving on to a strange room, the entrance vanishes from behind them. All they can do is sit
Whoa.
down and watch. Not before Selbit managed to send their coordinates to everyone else through the computer though.
Porra, o Celso te mandou a coordenada.
Let's go! We have coordinates!
Selvit mandó unas coordenadas.
Wait, what? He's giving the coordinates. Stay here, Dapper. I gotta run.
In the meantime, while the two waited, they played tic-tac-toe with items in the chest. Entertainment was scarce. As the rescue team arrived at the coordinates, they deployed Carla to carve a path into the dungeon. The team swiftly descended like the heroes they were. Even Batman was present.
Okay, where is he? Where is he? Selbit, do you hear me? I'm Batman.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
The rescue team located Selbit and Phelps, trapped in their room, and quickly began thinking how they could free them. But in the meantime, they must ensure that none of them fall to the swarms of enemies that descended upon them. But once again, with Foolish Genius' plan of using the Wand of Symmetry, they avoided solving any of the intended puzzles.
Wait, I can maybe use the wand.
There's a wand?
Let's try.
Did that work?
Now free to escape, Selbit and Phelps hurried out with the rest of the team, narrowly avoiding death as more powerful enemies appeared, before quickly warping back to Favela. And when all was over, the team met up in the Ordo Therides meeting room.
Guys, thank you so much for doing everything you guys did. I have no idea what happened the last couple days. The last week, I pretended I was betraying everyone and I acted like an asshole. I'm so sorry, but that was the only way we could make Kukurucho believe in me, and it worked, I guess. The last thing I remember is Cucurucho giving me a book saying
I don't know what's
that
going on,
tomorrow was gonna
but we
be
don't let
the day
people
of the
announce or
process,
post
well,
things
where I
about things
would
going on in
look
other
into the
streams. It's just not.
Federation, and
Not
I
what we
don't
put in
remember
chat for other
anything
people's
else.
streams.
But I think at least
No worries
something
about what's going
went
on
right
elsewhere,
because we got
but
Phelps back.
we don't talk about what's
And
going on
that's-
elsewhere
that
in
was our
other
main
people's
mission
chats
number
while they're doing
one.
other things.
So welcome back, Phelps.
Welcome back.
No big deal, no worries. No hard feelings.
One speech later, it was time to celebrate.
I
The party
love
was
this
held at the top of the
music.
Memorial Building.
Hold on, I need to write a note down that I need to use more of Undertale music in my videos along with the Animal Crossing. Gonna download it all later. You know what I have is the Undertale vinyl soundtrack. It's
But most
really
importantly,
pretty. It's
Selbit
really
reunited
cool.
with Royer and quickly proposed to him.
What a good little.
A gente vai se casar? Calma lá,
Como?
calma lá.
Pera, o que é?
This would
I
make me
don't
your
have
father.
a ring in my finger.
Do you want to get married?
Plus, I think
if
it's
you
YouTube
want,
safe.
yes.
I know that Animal Crossing isn't, but I do it anyway in just little bits.
Acepto. I accept.
But like we all know, this is just the beginning. And so, a series of quiet days continued after such adventurous events.
Undertale
Phelps
when?
returned with Celebrate.
I've already played it
Selbit
through
informed
twice
friends
on
about the
stream because
upcoming wedding, and Jade
I did Pacifist first, and then I did Genocide route, and I couldn't actually literally finish it because I couldn't beat the fight with Sans. So then I went and watched the fight. I already knew how it ended anyways. I just wanted to play through it. But I have no interest in playing the neutral route. I do want to play Deltarune one day, maybe for me, and I'll think about maybe for stream. And then I just heard about Undertale Yellow, which I thought was a joke. I thought it was like someone making a joke about Pokemon and Undertale or something. But it's a real thing. And I don't understand how it's related, or like, is it a different, I don't understand. I don't know. But I might check those out by myself because I feel like I need to go check out some games for me. And those feel like good ones to do. Especially Undertale Yellow. I'm so intrigued.
About exploring the Nether. The residents
Very,
cleared up
very.
misunderstandings about their connections to the Federation, restoring the relationship between Jaden and Bagheera in the process. Unfortunately,
it's
there was one man
fan-made.
who simply
Oh.
could not accept the news of
Okay.
not being the first to get married on the island. Quackity, in a bout of desperation, decided he would marry Etwale. Meanwhile, Selbit was attempting to play Cupid to get Quackity and Bad Boy Hollow together.
Ah,
I can't
mais
get over the way it
importante,
says
eu vou
Halo
casar
every
com
time.
Royer.
Hollow.
Let me explain to you what the problem with this marriage is. You are getting married in 2 weeks, and I
Okay.
wanted to be the first one to marry someone. Si yo no consigo pareja en 2 semanas, voy a detener tu boda.
Yo te ayudo a...
There's like a few pillars of things that have to happen for an SMP to be like just arguably a legitimate SMP. You have to have a lawsuit and a court case episode or whatever. You have to have a wedding. You have to have those are the only two I could think of right now. You have to have children. 3. They all have to happen. Always.
Do you know how I was talking about?
It's a rite of
Forever
passage for an SMP.
to you the other day. Like
Someone
how
has to get sued.
How's he doing?
Someone
Yeah,
has to
he's
get
great.
married.
Yeah, how he
Someone
made
has to
it up and
die
everything, and you'll
in a
think,
very
"Oh,
big
we're
dramatic
good
sad way.
friends, We're like besties, right?
No, we're pretty good.
Maybe
Yeah,
forever.
We're pretty good friends, I think.
So what I'm thinking is maybe.
I'd argue you
there-
specifically have to have a gay wedding. You have to have a regular. You you have to have any wedding and a gay wedding. Like specifically also a gay wedding. You need both. You know what I mean? You need like just a wedding. Maybe a heteronormative wedding. Maybe a straight wedding. I'm so sorry I said regular. What a mistake. But you need to have both. You need a straight wedding and a gay wedding. Both are required. That's what I meant.
Sorry, nothing. Yeah, I'll see you guys around. Okay, I just need to go to the bathroom real quick. Richardson, can you come with me? To
There's
help me
4
find the
pillars
bathroom?
for
I'll see
you.
like, in a
Gay
couple
wedding,
minutes,
straight
okay?
wedding,
Neither of these potential
lawsuit,
relationships came
baby.
to fruition. The romantic plans were put on hold, however.
I don't make the
Quackity
rules.
attempted to
Actually,
start an illegal-
arguably, I was a participant in these being the rules because I feel like a few of these things I might have been around on the SMP where they happened for the first time. Potentially. Maybe not necessarily. I'm old. I've been in many SMPs. I've seen a lot.
Worker he murdered. The idea was surely flawless. The
Oh,
other residents eventually
the divorce is implied. That just usually happens. 2 weddings being a requirement, someone's getting a divorce.
decided that they would kill him for the
One of
murder,
them is not going to
prompting him
last.
to make a quick escape.
Les voy a vender.
Now, how often is it the straight one that doesn't last rather than the gay one that doesn't last? I'm just saying, I already just said yesterday that my canon marriage to Grazer, at some point likely in our later future as far as our characters go, got divorced.
Nederita, vengan,
We
vengan
just didn't get to
conmigo.
that plot
Miren
point in the
lo que
series.
tengo
It would have
en mi
happened
mano.
though. He burned my house down 50
¿Quién da
times.
más?
I'll give you 2 cobblestone.
Selbit gets 2
They killed our
cobblestone,
children,
goes for
but
1,
then we
goes
brought them
for
back,
2.
so it was okay.
A blaze rod.
Gentleman, who's giving the blaze rod? Blaze rod.
Brother,
Yeah.
5 diamonds.
5 diamantes, 5 diamantes. Se queda con el señor de queda 5 diamantes, 5 diamantes.
I offer
Killing quackities. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, and just taking the netherite. That's true.
He's out of here.
Middle of nowhere.
Me querían matar los culeros.
Elections?
Me querían-
Someone has to be elected. President, mayor, governor, king, whatever the hell you call it in that SMP. There's always an election. Okay, wedding, election, baby, lawsuit. The wedding can be straight or gay. It could be any wedding. It doesn't matter anymore. It was a funny bit though. That is one of, there's usually both. But you're right. There is always an election also. Because we had, I think, a mayor on Harmony Hollow. I think it's definitely happened. I can't remember. There's always an election for something, you know?
Matar los culeros.
Maybe the business was not for him. This was QSMP Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next news.
Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, it's over. I just delegitimized empires. None of those things are true in empires.